going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Writing the Game podcast with your host, Keenan, coming to you once again. On today's episode, I'm going to explain to you what is copy editing. But before we get into it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. All right, let's get into it. Copy editing is basically that phase in which a piece of writing, your copy, for your email campaign, for your advertising, for your website, whatever it is that you're writing for your business. It is that phase in which the copy is basically reviewed and edited, to make sure there's not any errors and mistakes. Also to make sure that the copy and the style of writing is consistent and that it flows. It flows and it has a consistent flow. Okay? From one sentence to the next, from one paragraph to the next, from one point to the next. Okay? And in addition to that, your editing also includes checking for grammar, punctuation, continuity, also providing ideas and suggestions on how to better convey your message to your audience. Excuse me. So that is what copy editing is. That is what it entails. Okay? So it doesn't matter what form, what style, whether it's a magazine, an advertorial, a newsletter, a sales letter, social media post. You want to make sure that you're connecting with your audience. You want to make sure that there's no grammatical errors. Okay? You want to make sure that you're able to connect with your audience and there's not a struggle in reading what you're trying to convey to them. Okay? So it's just real simple. Just make sure that everything is consistent. I think that if you speak the English language, you should be pretty cool with your writing for the most part. But it's never a bad idea to go ahead and to edit your copy and to reread, proofread, check for any errors, check for any mistakes, and to make sure that your message is flowing and that it's flowing properly to your audience, okay? You also want to make sure that you're speaking in the language of your audience too. So sometimes, let's say you want to write an advertisement, but you want to write it more in slang, because maybe you have more of a urban audience, or an audience who's more focused on things like hip hop, culture, things like that, So a more free spirited audience. So if you're writing for an audience like that, what you can do is make sure that your message flows correctly with them. So copy editing still does apply. Punctuation still does apply, even when you're writing in slang, so that your audience can understand the tone in which you're writing to them and the message that you're trying to convey. They can understand the tone, they can hear it in their minds, okay? So you want to take that into consideration. Make sure that your copy is edited well and that it's crisp and ready for your audience. It also shows that you took out the time to provide quality writing to your audience. It shows a level of care that you have for your audience as well. All right. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. You guys have a wonderful day.